Hey guys, this video is from our latest Rick and Johnny podcast. Make sure to check out the full podcast on blogtalkradio.com/Rick and Johnny. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know Johnny and I had fun recording it. And Johnny, it is time to end the podcast talking about some games that we didn't get to cover solely, like Spider-Man and Call of Duty. And I'm going to be honest, there was one game that I really did want to geek out about for about a half an hour. Half an hour at least. I feel like that is the amount of time that you have to geek out about it, because it's been, over a decade? 12 years since I've gotten a third and final installment to the trilogy I've been waiting to end. I've been waiting for, but no. Johnny never got into Kingdom Hearts. He never got into it, guys. Never got into Kingdom Hearts. So what we're doing is we're talking about games that excited us from E3.
Yes.
That weren't Spider-Man and weren't Call of Duty. And I am going to be so gracious, Johnny. I will not take a half hour
gracious.
yet. I will let you begin. What was one game that you were excited for post E3?
Well, I'm going to start out strong, at least for my list, and say God of War.
It was good.
It looks really good, and I love how we're getting into Norse mythology now.
It confused me for a second because I'm like, okay, God of War 3 happened and he got impaled.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's where we left it, because I remember with God of War, I remember when it was way back ago, and the only thing I really remember about the time was my sister was dating her real old ex-boyfriend, and me and him were like, fucking A, God of War. Cheap God of War 1 and 2 in one bundle. We can get God of War 3. Played the shit out of all three.
Yeah.
God of War 1, I think, was the first platinum trophy I've ever gotten on PlayStation 4. And I just played them all again. And that was the last time I had touched the games. Now we get a new God of War, where I even told you, where I'm like, I watched the trailer and I was like, is that Kratos? Is that him? Is that him?
That's
or are we
Kratos.
getting someone new? Is that him? Or because I'm like, we're even in a different world. We're not even, it doesn't look like we're in Greece anymore.
No, we're not. We're not in Greece. We are somewhere in the Netherlands. We are somewhere where Norse mythology takes place.
What excited you about it?
Well, I'm a big fan of Norse mythology.
You love that, yes.
I think you know why. But I mean, to see all those things come to life too, just like we saw in God of War 1 and 2 and 3, they brought all the Norse or the Greek mythology to life. Now we're bringing the Norse mythology.
He's even got different weapons. Like the thing I was like, where are your blades, Kratos? The ching, shing,
yeah,
shing.
the dual.
Yeah,
blades.
The dual chain blade. I'm like, where are the chain blades?
Yeah.
He doesn't even in the weapon, you know how they would glow red?
Yeah.
He doesn't even have that anymore. He's got the axe, but it glows blue.
Yeah, and then he's got the pretty cool shield that just comes out.
That thing is awesome.
That looks pretty cool.
As he's going to punch, it just and makes the shield so he can block and hit with it.
Yeah.
That was awesome. And in the trailer that I want to say was Sony put out there, that was great.
Yeah,
that was great.
And it's more themed for the game now. We got more Viking style weapons. So he's got that nice huge axe that he throws and it comes back to him.
It's like a boomerang.
Yeah, basically.
It's like a boomerang.
The more deadly boomerang. And then you got the nice Viking looking shield that covers the whole body. But we get to see all these monsters that would be more geared towards
Vikings and
the
Norse
mythology.
Than Greek.
I even thought it was really cool when it comes out of the water during the
and you kind of
trailer.
look at it and it's like, whoa, what's that?
It's the world snake.
Yeah.
The Leviathan. I think it's called Leviathan.
It's like, whoa, never seen one of those before.
Just
not being from
huge. Yeah.
And even the whole story, me and Dave were talking about it yesterday, and Dave had the ultimate kind of way to sum up what this game is going to be. He's like, it's Logan God of War. We're getting Logan God of War because somehow he has a son.
Yep.
Somehow he has a son that he has to teach to be a warrior, and he's got a beard now, and he's a little bit older, and he's got a young kid that's got a fight. He's basically Logan.
Yeah.
I wonder if I'm going to cry at the end of this game.
You
Johnny.
might.
Are two people going to, spoilers. Are two people going to die like in Logan? I feel like it's enough time.
So you mean some sort of mentor and then Kratos?
Yeah.
It's about time.
Gotta have two deaths for a Logan remake. But I mean, the thing I like about this game and excited me, was in the combat sequences.
Yeah,
looks like it's the same thing with Call of Duty. It looks like nothing new.
Yeah,
like there are some new things that you can do because of the weapons that you have.
The change
now.
in weapons, yeah.
But it still looks like the base formula for God of War combat sequencing, which I love.
Yeah, it's great. You're not changing up everything. So there's some continuity of what you've done before. So you can kind of like jump in the game. Okay, I can start doing this. It's now instead we change up the whole storyline of the game instead. So now we got an older Kratos. You have to take care of your son as well as fight off these monsters.
Which I cannot wait. This was one where I'm gonna buy it. I'll be honest. I'll buy Game of War or God of War. Wow,
Game of War.
The Game of War. It's basically that's what it is, right? Then I mean I'm gonna throw out a game, and this was the one that kind of got my E3 juices flowing.
Okay.
Dave sent it to us last week because we were doing the podcast. Anthem.
Yeah.
This is a game never heard anything about. I was very
never heard of it before.
It was one of those things where it was promoted by Xbox at E3.
Okay.
So I'm like, shit, is this an Xbox exclusive? All those people that I made fun of, like, na boo boo, I get Spider-Man, you don't. Are they going to be able to say they get Anthem and I don't? From what I heard from Dave, is it is going to come cross-platform to everything. But this is a game that looks phenomenal.
Yes.
And the thing I love about it is it's a game where you're in this community that's guarded by a wall, and you have to go outside the wall to do things. And it's like, whatever you do outside the wall, they say in the trailer, you either have to accept the choices you make or die trying to change them.
Yeah.
Basically saying, you're not going to like what you have to do outside the wall with all the creatures and animals that are out there. Basically, you got to be a savage.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. So if you want to survive, you might have to kill things. But it looks like you get this like exo suit with the weapons.
Yeah.
And even like the gameplay that they showed later, it looks so cool with them. Almost had to sneeze there. Were you going to sneeze on me? Oh, Johnny's a little bit too tired for this segment. Not talking about God of War anymore.
No, I'm done with his part.
even with the gameplay, like flying through, and you're actually like flying, like kind of Superman, Iron Man-esque. And like there's even a part where they aim at a monster, and there's a monster just chucking other monsters off the ledge, and they aim at them. And it's one where it's like, okay, what do you want to do? Do you want to go after it, or do you want to just leave it alone? And they wait for a bit, and then the character goes, let's not mess with that today. So it even looks like you're going to make some of those choices as well. And then what I'm hoping is that when that you're able to kind of open world style, like meet up with your buddies and join parties and kind of create like a tandem of, okay, it's us four kind of a thing. Cool. Where you're not just like, hey, you know what? It's me and then the two CPUs that I'm with. That you're actually able to join up with friends and be in games together, kind of like Borderlands style. Yeah. Where you're following the story, and like if like in Borderlands, like if you see I'm playing, you hop on, I'm gonna join Ricky's game. Pop right in, it's like, yo, bro, what's up? Like that kind of a thing. Or like if I say you're in, I'm gonna join Johnny's game. You can make it public for everyone. You can leave it private only for friends. You can leave it private. Like, fuck you, Johnny, I don't want to play with you today. Like that kind of a thing. I hope that they do that as well with Anthem. Give me another. Do you have another game that you're excited about?
I am, actually.
Because Anthem, that's very base interest. I didn't go. I'm saving my heavy hitter for last.
Okay.
Because I've already teased it.
Oh, okay. Well, I got one that looks a lot better than the first one was, and that would be Star Wars Battlefront 2.
See, that was one that I was going to mention. I didn't know if you were going to bring it up. I wasn't, because I've never played a Battlefront game.
I played Star Wars when the Battlefronts when they were on PS2. I actually played the one when it came out with the new gen as well. Was not impressed by the last one, but now like we're crossing generations, so we got the old Star Wars, we got the new Star Wars, you got more flying. There's just so much more to it now, and I love all the the changes they made to it. So now we can actually, I'll be honest, it just looks way better than the first one.
Well, and that's something like I mentioned, like those Star Wars games. Like the last one that I really remember playing was, I want to say it was on the PlayStation 1.
Yes.
And it was a dual disc game, and I know it had the Millennium Falcon in it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember.
Where you kind of flew different ships.
I think it was all just flying, the one you're talking about.
It was just flying, and I remember the one level I could not beat. I never got to disc 2. But at the end of disc 1, there was one where you had to fly the Millennium Falcon through like a cave.
Yeah.
Could never do it. Always clipped a wall or clipped something, and then boom, 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 like a pinball. And I crashed every time. Couldn't get through it. So that was one game could never get through. But yeah, the Battlefront games, like it looks cool. Looks awesome. Looks like they're doing some new things. I have just never played it. One that I will say that I'll throw out there that I know two things.
Okay.
I know one, I'm not going to buy the system that this is on. And two, I'm probably never going to play this game. But as E3 was happening and the Twitch stream I was watching live of them like talking to different developers, one game that looks really cool is the Super Mario Odyssey.
Yes.
It looks like the one level that I was watching was that they were on like this like platform level, and just the way you had to move platforms, and there was something with his hat you had to do. Like he would throw the hat at things to get like bombs to explode and stuff. It looks like an interesting game to the Mario universe.
Yeah.
I'll just be honest. I know that I'm not going to buy a Nintendo Switch, and I know that I am not going to play this game unless one of my friends gets a Switch, which right now that is not happening. None of my friends have the Nintendo Switch. That was one game I just wanted to give brief love to. Brief love, because I watched some gameplay and I'm like, man, that looks cool. Like, I'm watching the trailer now and it looks like you can go to different worlds where Mario puts his hat on things and then he becomes that. So, like, there's a Koopa. He throws his hat, it lands on the Koopa, he becomes a Koopa.
Yeah.
Or he throws his hat on a bomb, he becomes the bomb. So, kind of, it looks like you'll have unique ways to get around different obstacles. It looks like it's all based on what everyone loves, little hats.
Yeah,
it's all based on hats and what
Mario's magical hat.
Yeah, Mario's magical hat. But the one thing I will say that I was very excited for, although that the gameplay trailer that I watched was in Japanese, was we're getting the third Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
After so long, we are getting a new Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it.
I know you're super excited about that.
It looks phenomenal, and the combat looks even better, because you got to think, it's been over 10 years since we got a Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah.
It looks like Sora even gets a shield now.
Oh, nice.
The last Kingdom Hearts that we had, think about this. Just think about it.
Okay.
The first two Kingdom Hearts games, we talked about Call of Duty and being on different systems.
Yeah.
The last two Kingdom Hearts games were on PlayStation 2.
Yeah. No, I remember that.
They skipped PlayStation 3 and are going straight to PS4. Straight to PS4.
Yeah.
Like, that is like and that's maybe where my mind's going, oh my God, all this shit looks awesome. Because the graphics that I'm used to are PS2 graphics.
Exactly.
And at the time, those graphics were amazing, Johnny.
Yep.
Those graphics at the time were like, oh my God, it looks like my favorite Disney characters. And the thing that I like most, you get a little cinematic of the villains. Hades is going to be in there. Pete's going to be there. Maleficent is back. You know what's the thing I hate most about Disney?
What?
The thing I hate most? Hey guys, F your little E3 convention that you're having. We're just going to put this gameplay trailer out there, let you have it, but tell you the real trailer is coming at our expo.
Oh.
At DX, I think it's called DX23. July 15th, the day before Game of Thrones come out.
Oh, yeah.
That's when you'll get your trailer. So I have to wait a month.
Yeah, you do.
I have to wait a month until I see my trailer, but the hype is there. I'm buying this game. I'm buying it, and I can't wait. Like, that's the thing I want. Just tell me when it's coming out. so that I can just take off work for a month. So I can just say, you know what, all my vacation days, I'm using them now.
To play the game.
I'm just going to play Kingdom Hearts all the time.
Yep.
Like, this is the game that I have been waiting for 12, I want to say it's been 12 years.
Wow, yeah.
I think the last one was 2005. You want to know how old we were in 2005, Johnny? Do you remember that?
14.
Do you remember that in 2005? Well, you were 14. I had just turned 15.
Yeah, you did.
At the beginning of the year. 2005 would have been the end of our freshman year and the beginning of our sophomore year.
Exactly.
That was how old we were when the last Kingdom Hearts game came out. Now we're
time ago.
Now we're both like 26, 27 and old men at this point. We're looking at 30 way before back then. We're like, wow, we're looking at 20 pretty soon. We're halfway to 20. That's what we were saying. Yeah, pretty soon. We are halfway to 20. And now we're almost at 30. That's how long
we're almost Kratos.
Yeah, we're almost Kratos. We're basically Kingdom Hearts 3, Old Man Logan Ricky style. That's what it's going to be. Just going to be me sitting there. I'm going to have the big Logan beard, Kratos beard, and I'm going to be playing Kingdom Hearts. 'Cause that's how long you guys, Square Enix and everybody, made me wait for this game. But I can't wait for it. I am excited for it. And I know, Johnny, I know yourself. You only played 20 minutes of it.
Yeah, about.
And you got to tell the story of why you've only played 20 minutes, so they know. So they don't just think I'm ragging on you.
I played for 20 minutes. I borrowed it from someone. The game was it just wasn't my kind of game. You had to control 3 different people, and I wasn't into that at the time.
It looks so cool.
And the other thing was, just other games I wanted to play. So I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. I love the fact that it was Disney themed, but it just wasn't my playing style. So I'm like. My big thing is I'm more of the, as we talked about, I'm the campaign mode. I like the single character games. That's what I do. I didn't want to keep track of 2 other people. And it's just
keeping track of 2 different people, man.
That's why I don't do the multiplayer on games. I'm like, I don't do the online multiplayer because I don't want to deal with other people.
Yeah, man. Screw teams, man.
Exactly.
I got to deal with you doing your job and me doing my job. And you know what's the thing that kind of threw me through the biggest loop? Yeah. And the thing that I kind of hate is that it says PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Okay. Let's just keep it on PlayStation 4.
Oh, don't be rude that.
Let's just do how it used to be, because I want to say Kingdom Hearts 2 and everything was on just PlayStation.
Don't be rude. You guys share.
I kind of don't want to share this one. I'll give you Spider-Man, Xbox people. I will give you Spider-Man before I give you Kingdom Hearts.
Xbox is sharing their game. You guys share yours.
Yes, they're giving me anthems.
Exactly.
I actually have to look and say, yeah, okay, so it was on Xbox One. Kingdom Hearts was on Xbox.
So you can't be selfish like that, man.
I thought it was only on PlayStation. No, original was PlayStation 2. So it was originally on the PS2, and then eventually we said, here you go. Yeah, eventually we gave it over, but I mean...
Just not making the weight this time.
I'll say this, and the thing in the trailer that made me like the most giddy and was like, oh my God, let me play it now, was when we get I can't remember their names exactly, but they're in the black cloaks and they know like the behind the scenes sequence and secrets to Sora and what's going on. Mm-hmm. And he says it's in you and he points to Sora. And I was like, oh my God, just let me play it. Just let me play it right now. Just give me the game. Let me play it. Kingdom Hearts 3. I can't wait. I can't wait until, like, as soon as that trailer comes out, Johnny, we're going to talk about it. We're breaking down that trailer. So you're going to have to deal with that.
Oh, I know.
You're going to have to deal with that because you're doing a podcast with me and I love the game. However, the one thing I will say, any other games, I am all out. Any others that excited you from E3?
2 that I'm just going to name them. We're not going to go into them. Why?
Rapid fire, and you give your reasons why you're excited.
Oh, I'm just going to give you the games. We're just stay out of the reasons why. Let them stew on it. Okay. I'm going to go with, hold on, let me get the name completely right. Middle-earth Shadow of War. Kind of a continuation on the
Shadow of
Mordor, which was a lot of fun from what I played. From me playing it.
You know who bought that game and really liked it?
Who?
Mark Weber.
Did he?
Our Most Valuable Podcast.
And then the other one, because it reminds me of a game I played on PS2, and now it's like expanding on it. Skull and Bones. You get to play as a pirate. You get to actually sail the ships. You get to do the firing of broadsides and everything.
It's called Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones.
I did not see this one.
Yeah, and then finally you actually get to get off the boat and invade stuff. I saw some of the gameplay trailer.
So it reminds you of a game you played as a child?
I played it on the PS2 when everyone had the PS3 and the Xbox 360. I was still on the PS2. I'm always behind a gen, and I'm gonna stay that way. Whatever.
Yeah. I'm actually looking at.
I played this one called Black Cat, which it wasn't nearly as cool as this one looks. Not at all. But the broadside part was so much fun, and it looks like you get to do it in this one. It looks like you get to get off the ship and actually do pirate-like things. It looks great. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it right off the bat. Maybe go and wait a while. It goes on sale and then I'll buy it. But I'm excited for it.
It might be a good game. You want to know why?
Why?
It's a Ubisoft game.
Oh, that's very true.
And the one game that people are going to say, well, guys, why haven't you mentioned it? I just wasn't excited for it because I haven't played the series, but Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Also coming out with their new game as well.
I'll be honest, I forgot.
I knew someone in the comment section would be like, well, guys, you didn't mention Assassin's Creed, but no, it looks beautiful. Skull and Bones looks beautiful. I just wish we'd get to actual gameplay in this.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like you're shooting from the ship.
Yeah. No, you get to broadside other ships, and then you actually get to get off the ship.
And each ship has its own health.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
Right?
That's got to be weird if you're steering it and stuff too.
Yeah.
Man, that's an interesting one. That one I didn't see, but this is where we're going to end the podcast. Let us know down below. What are you guys? What games are you excited for post E3? Let us know down below in the comment section. Also, thank you guys for watching and listening to the Rick and Johnny podcast this week. We're going to go right into, actually, you guys will have to wait a week until you see it, but we're actually going to record next week's podcast right now because I'll be in California. So next week will be the typical type of newsy, nerdy kind of topics. We just wanted to talk about some games this week post E3 to give our thoughts on some of the things that we liked after E3. You can follow us on Twitter. I'm at Ricky Widmer. Johnny is at
War Machine 9085.
Most Valuable Podcast is at Most Valuable Pod. I want to thank you guys for watching and listening one last time. And as always, have a good day, everybody.
Thank you, everyone, for watching the Rick and Johnny podcast. Click right here to watch another squanchy video, and let's get rickety wrecked!